I'm Edward Otto Zelke, and let's queer up politics. Gay Republicans back Abbott's removal of rainbow crosswalks, calling them politically divisive. In Houston, the city's LGBTQ+ Montrose neighborhood is reeling after the removal of its iconic rainbow crosswalks, a move ordered by Texas Governor Greg Abbott. While most of the local queer community condemned the decision, one group is standing by it. The Log Cabin Republicans of Houston, a conservative LGBTQ+ organization, defended the removal, calling the crosswalks, quote, politically divisive artwork, end quote. Danny Stevens, president of the group, said, quote, we believe community initiatives should prioritize safety and fairness for everyone. Removing or modifying the pride crosswalks is not about erasing anyone's identity. It's about ensuring public projects are inclusive, safe, and consistent in how taxpayer resources are used. That means no special treatment for any group, including our own, end quote. Log cabin statements came and protesters gathered at the site, demanding the restoration of the crosswalks originally painted to honor Alex Hill, a 21-year-old killed nearby in a hit and run. However, local leaders, including Harris County Judge Lina Hidalgo and Commissioner Lesley Briones, blasted the state's order as disappointing and a waste of taxpayers' money. Certainly is. You know, this is about our visibility and what makes us, proud about our community and stuff. And, when things like crosswalks, and get erased like this, it just sends really chilling messages, to our community presence really basically is always up for debate constantly. So, and I see, it affects the art community and stuff too, because this is how we express ourselves. Right. It's not even so much about the community, it's just how we represent, the artistry within us. So it's mind-boggling to me that we have a sector in our own community that really doesn't quite get that they wouldn't be where they are without the history of the LGBTQ+ going all the way back, since before Stonewall began.
But those aren't people in our community. Those aren't gay people. Those are self-loathing homosexuals. And there's a difference between being a homosexual and being gay. Gay comes with being joyful and happy, and those people are just miserable assholes. And once again, I find myself expressing gratitude to Texas for making Florida look so much less fucked up than it is.
Does it really?
Thank you, Texas.
But it's happening here
really,
too.
because whenever Abbott does something, we know that DeSantis is there licking his ass doing the same thing. Right?
But instead of doing the opposite, they are doing the same thing. So please keep making us look good.
And this is coming down from the top. This is from Trump coming down.
Yeah.
And all they're doing is demonizing all of these communities. And these crosswalks didn't just pop up out of nowhere. They go through months of zoning and planning. They go to commission meetings. They vote on this, right? So whether you buy rainbow paint or you buy black asphalt, the money is still the same.
Right.
Yeah.
And, these crosswalks were planned, they were paid for, they were voted in, and it didn't bother anyone.
Yeah.
We have other crosswalks across the country that aren't pride. Right here in Daytona, where the Daytona 500 is, their crosswalks are a racing flag. So is that not considered, special or
a distraction? It's a distraction.
Why
they're
is
supposed
that
to be taken down too?
They are taking,
and this is where our community needs to stand up and fight for this, because if they're going to take away these pride sidewalks and crosswalks, then we need to fight back about it. And our community is also much bigger than these crosswalks. And it is at the end of the day a distraction, because they're like, we're going to give, we
won't give you the Epstein files. Look at this.
We're going to give the LGBT community, sidewalks and crosswalks to fight over while they go do something else. And we have to stay vigilant. We have to keep protesting. We have to keep fighting. We have to keep, supporting organizations like Land Illegal, who are fighting these battles in court, because we voted this in. And they're erasing it overnight.
If a little bit of paint makes you uncomfortable, then maybe it's time to look in the mirror, right? And look at your reflection, because come on, Fort Lauderdale is still fighting, right? I was able to go to the commission meeting a couple weeks back and say my piece. And then one of the things that I said was I can't believe that I'm up here screaming about some paint on a crosswalk, right? Then I'm not here talking about a hurricane emergency or something that we need to do with the city of Fort Lauderdale. I'm here fighting over a crosswalk that allows a community to be seen, right? And statistics have even proven that the bright colors make a driver stop sooner.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, we probably have avoided some people getting run over.
Yes.
You know, but visibility these people hate visibility. They hate to see us, which is why, like Karen was saying, like Cal was saying, we need to be more visible than ever. They need to see us freaking everywhere, you know, at these commission meetings. We lost a crosswalk on Miami Beach. We lost it. They came there and did it right in front of our faces during broad daylight. They didn't even have to do it at night. Did it during the day with drag queens there crying. Over them bulldozing our crosswalk.
But we are reinventing it. You know, you're starting to see, like, you know, in Orlando and stuff, they're starting to paint, you know, the bicycle racks, you know, and you're seeing churches, you know, all of a sudden. You know,
that's what
you'll have like an arch or something.
You know, if that's their case, that, you know, it's a crosswalk, well, then we'll paint our buildings.
Because
we'll paint our side, you know, whatever it is that is, you know, that allows us, or a property that can do, sure, why not?
Right, the street is federal, it's controlled by something. The Rainbow Bridge in Walton Manors is untouchable because it's the bridge. It's not part of the government. So
it was a very cool group costume for Wilton Manors on Halloween, Wicked Manners, and it was a group of friends who dressed up as the different color stripes, and they laid across the intersection, you know, and they created a pride crosswalk,
Poor
which I thought was really great.
Their back was dirty as hell by the end of the night because everybody was like, "Please lay down, let me take a picture, let me walk over you, let me," you know. I mean, but that was a cool costume, all right?
Cool
You always got to give it up to Wicked Manners and us gays for coming up with cool, inventive, and crazy ass costumes for Halloween, right? Well,
we will respond to it in other ways, art-wise.
For sure.
And we'll be a lot bigger than the crosswalk.
We are much bigger than the crosswalk.
100%.
Right?
It's a waste of time.
And
it's a waste of politics. It's a waste of money to even, you know, fight over a crosswalk.
Again, it's like, squirrel, look over here while we're doing this over here.
Distraction.
And in most cities, they had to go in the middle of the night into it because
Cowards.
You know,
They're cowards.
Totally.
because that's the American way. Not. So,
well, folks, there is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by sharing them and subscribing to Queer News Tonight.